Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to the end of July. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is enhance. Enhance means to make something better, to improve it, to look better, sound better, get along better, drive better, just behave better. And people last week tried to enhance themselves in the news. For instance, Barack Obama went on his I'm not the president, but I play one on TV tour. He met with all the world's most famous leaders in all the most famous places, and he shared his goodwill everywhere he went. Now, all this attention made John McCain kind of angry, and so to enhance his image, he went on his own tour right here in America, visiting with American visitors. But he didn't meet with President Bush because, most people are keeping their distance now from President Bush during his final months. Now, boys and girls, you may or may not know about events like these, depending on how you get your news. On the internet, maybe you use one of those news feeds on one of your trusted websites. And that is one very good way to keep yourself up on events. There are a lot of different ways to keep yourself informed about the news. And you shouldn't depend on just one way. You should use a variety of sources. Well, in other news, the FCC, they're in charge of TV and radio, approved the world's 2 satellite radio companies merging into the world's only satellite radio company that is not a monopoly. The FCC says that this will everybody's listening experience as soon as the new receivers are made that can get both signals. Okay, boys and girls, it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Verge in Birmingham. Hi, Verge. Verge writes, Dear Uncle Jay, when we go to the movies, my mom gets mad about the political messages in them. She says Wall-E preaches about consumerism and The Dark Knight sort of argues against the Iraq War. Is she right? Do movies have hidden propaganda in them? Thanks, Verge. Well, not always, but sometimes you might find something like that. It could happen that when you're watching a new movie that's just come out, it might remind you of certain themes that are happening right now in the news without really meaning to. Really, any new movie could get you to start thinking about things that people are talking about in the news. Don't forget, you can see more news questions and answers at Uncle Jay's website. Send your questions to UncleJ@UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a good kid is good news.